Guys, so this is my first clip in my April writing vlog. So I have a few things to talk about. First of all, I'm kind of sick, I think. My throat hurts and I'm kind of sniffly. Hopefully it's nothing serious and it'll go away because I cannot miss any school right now. But yeah, so right now it's Camp NaNoWriMo. I am not participating in Camp NaNoWriMo, unfortunately. I just honestly don't have the time. I'm too busy with everything that's going on. So I don't have the time, and I know I can't commit to it, and if I can't commit to it, then I just don't want to do it. I'm feeling very left out because it's like all the NaNoWriMo sprints are going on, Peyton and Julia are doing it, and I just feel very left out. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll participate in July and in November. It is fine. The next update is Lost Girl. So I haven't been editing it, but Peyton is slowly moving along, reading it, and hopefully she'll be done within like the next week or so. I don't know. I'm hoping she'll be done by the end of the month. I kind of need to nag my other friends a little bit more to finish it. So, yeah. And then there's a contest coming up, a writing contest coming up that's due at the end of the month. So I'm trying to write either a poem or a short story for that. I'm having some difficulties, so you guys will be getting updates about that all month. What else? I don't know, my kind of plans for the month are nothing really serious. I'm not feeling the best, so I don't really want to do anything. But I do want to have Lost Girl edited and everyone sent their feedback to me by the end of May at the latest. I'm hoping I can get everybody's feedback by the end of April, and then I can finish editing in May so that I can start outlining in June, and yeah, possibly writing it in July. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do because there's also Shifter, and I'm hoping that me and Peyton can finish plotting it by June so that we can do Camp NaNoWriMo and do it in July. I haven't discussed this with her yet. Oops. What time is it? I have to go to school in a few minutes. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on this year. My plans are all kind of going to crap just because I haven't been motivated, and I was hoping that everybody would get Lost Girl in a lot sooner than they are. Just kind of disappointing. But they can take their time, it's fine. I'm hoping that I feel better soon with my throat. It really doesn't feel good. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in my next clip.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Ain't got a soapbox I can stand upon. God gave me a stage, a guitar and a song. Daddy told me, son, don't you get involved in politics, religions, other people's clothes. Love can change the world in a moment, but what do I know? Love can change the world in a moment. The revolution's coming, it's a minute away. I saw people marching in the streets today. You know we are made up of love and hate, but both of them are balanced on a razor blade. I'll paint the picture, let me set the scene. I know I'm not for people following their dreams, just free. Remember, life is more than fitting in your jeans. It's love and understanding, positivity. Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday, I'm moving further away. Won't you need me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, I'm you. Sometimes when I think of your name, when it's only a game, we're holding on, aren't we? No, they don't teach you this in school. Now my heart's breaking and I don't know what to do. Thought we were going strong, thought we were holding on, aren't we? You and me got a whole lot of history. We could be the greatest thing that the world has ever seen. You and me got a whole lot of history.
I just filmed a whole 4-minute clip, zoomed in, and my throat hurts. So now I'm going to try and recap everything that I just talked about really quickly. So you guys just saw me write some notes, and I was working on Shifter. Peyton is not replying to me, so I just decided to go through our screenshots of our conversation that we had, where we were kind of brainstorming, and I wrote them out in a notebook because I hadn't copied them down yet. So I have those ideas down now, and I kind of added my own things, and I put a couple questions I need to ask Peyton. So yeah, plotting is going okay. Our goal is to work on this book in July, like start writing this book in July. So that means that we really need to like hanker down and finish plotting it, because right now it's a huge jumbled mess. Right now we only have like a concrete beginning written, and that's pretty much it. We just have bits and bobs for everything else. So I don't really know how the next 2 months are gonna go, because we are nearing the end of the school year. We just have a couple months left. So yeah, and I know this month's not gonna be very productive for this project, just because she is participating in Camp NaNoWriMo and doing her own project. So that's her main focus, is to complete that. Hey guys, so ignore my hair, I just like had a shower. But I was watching Danny on YouTube, and I was watching her Danny Diaries that she just posted. Today is the 7th of April. And she was talking about editing her first draft of her novel that she wrote, and it was making me think about Lost Girl and how I haven't been touching it in so long. Like, I haven't been working on it because my friends haven't, you know, finished reading it, and so I didn't want to edit any further. And then I got the idea to, instead of edit like how I had and we're getting rid of lines, I thought, well, how about for the second draft I just rewrite it and I refer back to this. And what I mean by that is that right now I'm just gonna circle everything that I like in blue, in a blue Sharpie. So I'm just going to circle quotes that I like or dialogue that I like that I want to include in the second draft with minor alterations, or star a scene and say rewrite this scene in the next one. So include this scene for sure and fix it. So I've already done that. So I've gone through the first chapter and I've circled some lines that I liked, and I just thought I would update you guys on what I'm deciding to do. So I'm going to go through the whole manuscript over the next like month or two. I'm going to circle in blue things that I want to keep, and then when I go to outline, I want to make a very detailed outline, because I didn't make a very detailed outline the first time around and it didn't go very well. So I want to type up a really detailed outline, and I'm going to do chapter and then scenes within the chapter, and whenever I find a scene where a line that I've circled would fit, I'd put it in. So it doesn't have to necessarily be from the scene that it was originally in. I can move it somewhere else depending if it's movable or not. But yeah, so I'm excited for that, and so yeah, it's an exciting thing. So I'm just gonna film myself doing this, and it should be fun. Hey guys, so it is the 9th of April now. I almost said March. It is not March, it is April. April is in full swing. That's crazy. Anyways, I was making some character aesthetic boards that have been, very popular in the writing community recently. People have been making them left, right, and center. It's all over my Twitter. And I decided to, try it. And I made a character aesthetic board for every main character. And when I got to Joe's, if you don't know, Joe is my main character from my 1950s time travel-ish novel, Rewind. When I was making hers, it made me miss Rewind a little bit. After NaNoWriMo ended, that's when I wrote the novel. When NaNoWriMo ended, I didn't really ever want to see it or touch it again. And I still kind of feel that way, like I don't really want to touch it. But at the same time, I kind of just want to read it, just like here and there, just read a little bit of it, just to kind of see what's going on with it, because honestly, November is such a blur. I don't remember much of what I wrote or what it looks like, and I kind of just want to go back through and kind of see what the novel is, and see if it can be salvaged. Like, if any of it can be salvaged, or if it should be completely rewritten, or if I should even attempt to lay my hands on it. Like, I've lost so much faith in this project because it just feels so undoable with the whole time difference. Like, the 50s was a long time ago. It's like 2017. The 50s was a long time ago. And so I feel so separated from that time, because I was never in it. I never experienced it. All I know is what's in the movies and what's on TV and what's, on Pinterest and stuff. That's all I know. And so, I don't know. I feel like I can't write a really good novel. I feel like it's just not within my power to make this a good novel. I don't know. I doubt myself a lot. And I had a lot of lows with Lost Girl, but I never completely lost hope on Lost Girl. Like, I never wanted to completely abandon it. I always wanted it to be done. And I kind of just want to abandon Rewind. Like, I feel like it's just one of those projects that, you just get the idea for, you write it, and it's kind of just there. I mean, it wasn't pointless because I learned a lot through that project. I learned that you have to really outline thoroughly, because there's a lot of scenes that I didn't think about. I just put, okay, main characters go on a date, but I didn't specify what that date should be or what should happen. And when the time came to write that scene, I would just skip over it. And then after NaNoWriMo, I never even finished writing it. Like, I just got rid of it and like, that doesn't need to happen. So I've learned a lot about outlining and plotting through that project. And I feel like I've grown a little bit as a writer. So it's not a useless project. Like, it wasn't for nothing. I never want to say that a writing project is for nothing, because I feel like everything you do helps you learn something. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I ever want to actually go back and try and make it better. I feel like I should kind of just leave it the way that it is. I have it open on my computer right now, and it's only 155 pages. And it's 52,413 words, and that's because I didn't really touch it after NaNoWriMo. Like, like, it's pretty much in the same state it was when I finished NaNoWriMo. And that makes me sad, because I was so excited for this book. Like, if you guys look at any of my past writing vlogs, or if you look at any of my past writing updates that involve Rewind, you can obviously see how excited I was for this project. And it just, I didn't execute it properly, and that was my fear. I have a video. I have a writing update called Fear of Starting Over, and this is my exact fear, that I wouldn't be able to portray the beautiful image I had in my head of this book. And that's exactly what happened. I couldn't portray what I had envisioned in my head. I couldn't write it. It makes me so sad. Like, it makes me so sad. So I feel like I'm just gonna read it and see what's going on with it. And I guess I'll just update you guys later if I have anything to update on. I just read the first scene, and it's a bit worse than I remembered. Like, it's still okay. And I feel like my writing would be a lot better if I just described things more. because I just don't. I do dialogue and I do dialogue tags. I do a little bit extra, and it's terrible. It's terrible, and I really need to get better at that. And I think with this novel, I just got worse in that aspect, and it's so bad. I just realized that my main character, Jo, and her parents, their names start with J. It's Joe, Jane, and Jack. It's very confusing. And if I ever go back to rewrite this novel, I'm changing that, because it's annoying and it's confusing, and I hate when books have characters with the same letter in the first name. It's confusing, it's hard to keep track of. I broke my rule. So far, I'm not dying too bad. It's okay. Not terrible, but I know that it gets worse. I know that it gets worse. Reading this is getting kind of painful because I keep switching from present to past tense, and it's so annoying. Like, one moment I'll say she stares and comes to the realization, and the next saying, like in the next sentence, I'm saying she looked and she picked up. And why? I made it to page 31, and honestly, I think I've had enough of it for right now. I'm just chilling with my boy Chandler. Hey, buddy. My bed. I'll talk to you guys later. We're going through Pinterest and looking through old story ideas, and I don't remember what I saw, but I saw something that gave me some inspiration, and I came up with an idea for a new contemporary novel, and I'm actually really excited for it. So I'm kind of just gonna play around with the idea for a little bit. But I wrote like the beginning scene, like the bare bones of the beginning scene, and I really like it. So I really hope that I can get something out of this, because I've been wanting to work on something for so long. So I really hope that I can do something with this. Hey guys, so it is the 23rd now, and I went to work today, and I did a little bit of brainstorming for that new idea that I got that I shared with you guys last night. It's funny because we were a bit slow today at the beginning of my shift, and every time I got an idea, since we don't have any actual real paper, my cat's trying to barge into my room. Since I don't have any real paper on hand, every time I got an idea, I wrote it down on receipts. So I have a crap ton of receipts with notes on them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 receipts, like receipt papers, that have my ideas on them. Hey guys, so it's April 30th, and I thought that I would just quickly end this vlog. So I don't really have anything to say really, except I don't expect for May to be a phenomenal writing month, just because I am going away to Disneyland. So the first week of May I'm prepping for Disney, and then the second week I'm actually in Disney, and then I'm assuming when I get back I'm going to have to catch up on all the work that I miss, and a lot of stress and stuff. So I'm not expecting for a lot of writing to happen next month, but yeah, so that is that. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching this writing vlog. Give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you guys next time.